Before you move Windows 11 to a new PC, check this first. Let's open up our Windows settings. We can do that by hitting the Windows key together with I. And we're going to go to the System tab, and here we're going to go to Activation. This page tells you whether Windows is activated with a digital license, a product key, or an organizational license. Next up, we're going to show you how to find the key if your system has one, how to remove it from the old PC, and how to activate the new one. Do not skip the license type because not every Windows license is transferable. Okay, so step one is to check the activation status. If we look at mine, we can see that Windows is activated with a digital license linked to your Microsoft account. And we can also see the edition, Windows 11 Pro, and we can see the activation state. Notice we also have a button to change our product key, and we'll revisit that later. You may see that Windows is activated with a digital license like mine. You may see that it is linked to your Microsoft account, or you may see activation through an organization, which usually means volume licensing. And this matters because your new PC needs the same Windows edition. A Windows 11 Home key will not activate Windows 11 Pro, and a Windows 11 Pro key will not activate Windows 11 Home unless you change editions correctly. Microsoft also notes that Windows activation uses either a digital license or a 25-character product key, depending on how you got your copy of Windows. Now, before we look for the key, here is the important part that saves people time. If Windows came pre-installed on a laptop or a desktop, that is usually an OEM license. OEM licenses are generally tied to the first device that they were installed on. If you bought Windows separately from Microsoft or an authorized retailer such as Indigo software, that is usually a retail license. Retail licenses are the ones most people expect to transfer to a new PC, as long as they are only being used on one computer at a time. If this is a work computer or a school computer or a company managed device, we recommend against trying to transfer that key, and that's because that's probably a volume license, KMS activation, or managed activation. In that case, it'd be best to talk to your IT administrator. Okay, so the next thing we want to show you guys is an app that is in the Microsoft Store called ShowKeyPlus. Let's go to our Microsoft Store. We're simply going to type ShowKey, and we'll see ShowKeyPlus coming up. It's completely free and safe to download. I'll click Get, and we'll come back once this is done. All right, so we can see that it just got installed. I'm simply going to click the blue Open button. And all right, so taking a look here, ShowKeyPlus gives us some basic information about our license. So we're given a product name. Again, that's Windows 11 Pro. We have our product ID, our build version, our installed key, and then an OEM key if there is one. All right, so inside ShowKeyPlus, we're looking for specifically the installed key, which we can see on my screen as well. If the installed key has an asterisk next to it, or if the app indicates it as a default or generic key, that usually means that this is not the original transferable key you can just reuse by itself. In many Windows 11 systems, activation is handled by a digital license. That means that the system can be activated even if the displayed installed key is generic. If you see a normal full product key, you can save it for your records. But remember, having a key displayed does not automatically mean it is transferable. The license type matters. A visible OEM key from a pre-built laptop is usually still tied to that laptop. A retail key is the one you are generally looking for if your goal is to move from one Windows PC to another. Okay, so now that we have our key, we're going to click Save. And this is going to generate a text file. I'm just going to save this to my desktop for now. So we'll press Save. Okay, and then opening the .txt file, we're given the same information that we were just looking at in the ShowKey app. And we're going to save this for later. Okay, next up, we're going to use PowerShell/terminal to check license details. So we're going to right click our Start menu, and we're going to click Terminal Admin. This will prompt a user account control box. We'll press Yes. And all right, we're inside of our PowerShell window. I'm going to keep this other box handy here. All right, the first command we're going to type is slmgr.vbs /DLV, and we'll press Enter. So after a moment, Windows will open a license details window like you see on my screen right now. And this is going to show us the license status, partial product key, activation channel, and other activation information. Microsoft documents slmgr.vbs as a built-in Windows licensing tool used to check licensing status. We can also use it to install or change keys, activate Windows, and perform other activation tasks. Okay, so specifically, we want to look at the description, license status, partial product key, remaining rearm count, and product key channel if visible. So if it says licensed like ours does, Windows is currently activated. So here if we see volume, KMS, or MAK, that usually means that it's managed through an organization or a business licensing agreement like we mentioned earlier. Another thing we're going to want to look for is the remaining Windows rearm count. This is not a transfer count. However, rearm is related to resetting the Windows activation grace period in certain deployment and troubleshooting scenarios. So do not look at the rearm number and assume that that's how many times you can move your license, because it's not. This is where a lot of people may have some confusion. They find a partial key or a rearm count and think that that answers the transfer question, but no, it does not. The license channel and how Windows was purchased matter more. If your computer came with Windows pre-installed, you can check whether there is an embedded OEM key in the firmware. So we're still in the terminal. We're going to type the following command, which you can also paste from the description. All right, we're going to go ahead and paste that and press enter. If a key appears, that usually means that the PC has an OEM key embedded in the motherboard firmware. And if nothing appears, that does not automatically mean something is wrong. It may simply mean your system was activated another way, such as a digital license, a retail key, or organization activation. All right, so next up, we're going to enter the command to remove our current product key from our old PC. For this one, we're going to type slmgr.vbs /UPK, uninstall product key. We'll press enter. We can see uninstall product key successfully. All right, so we just uninstalled the current product key from Windows. Microsoft documents /UPK as the option to uninstall the product key and /IPK as the option to install a product key. So this doesn't guarantee that a new PC will activate. It simply removes the key from this Windows installation. A new PC still needs a valid transferable license, the correct Windows edition, and a successful activation with Microsoft. So after running this, Windows will show not activated on the old computer. So definitely don't run this casually on your main machine unless you're actually ready to move the license. Okay, so on the new system, to install the product key that we're transferring, or to install the key that we're transferring, there's a few different options. We can use the terminal administrator, PowerShell, like we're using right now. We could also just go back to our system settings and click change product key. And then remember earlier when we downloaded the text file, we're going to go access that really quickly. So I'll pull that up. We can copy our previously installed product key. And then again, we can enter it from our settings. I'm also going to show you guys how to do it from the PowerShell. slmgr.vbs /IPK. And then we're going to paste our full length 25 character product key and we'll press enter. And we can see that the product key was installed successfully. A few quick notes. One, make sure that the edition matches. Again, if your key is for Windows 11 Pro, install or switch to Windows 11 Pro. If it's for home, vice versa. If activation fails, read the error carefully. It may mean that the key is tied to another device, the edition doesn't match, the license is not transferable, or Microsoft needs phone activation or support verification. If your old PC used a digital license linked to your Microsoft account, you may be able to use the activation troubleshooter after a hardware change. So to do this, we're going to go back into System, back into Settings and System. We're going to go back into Activation. And if we see an option for Troubleshoot, we would access it here. If Troubleshoot appears, you would sign in with the same Microsoft account. Microsoft recommends linking your Windows digital license to your Microsoft account before a major hardware change, and also confirms that the Windows edition must match before and after the change. This is most useful when you replaced major hardware on the same device. Moving to an entirely different PC depends on the license type. So again, retail is usually what you want for a transfer. OEM is usually tied to the original computer. Okay, so here are the most common issues. If Windows says the key does not work, first check the edition. If Windows says the key was already used, make sure it's not still active on the old PC. If the system shows a generic key, that does not mean you found a transferable license. It may be a default key used with digital activation. If the activation channel says volume, KMS, or organization, do not try to move it like a personal retail key. And if this is a pre-built laptop with an embedded key, that key usually belongs only to that device. In real-world support, the biggest mistake is assuming that every activated Windows computer has a reusable product key. Modern Windows activation often uses digital licensing, and this is convenient for reinstalling Windows on the same machine, but it can confuse people who are trying to move to a new PC. So the correct order is check activation settings, find whether there is a visible key, check the license channel, confirm the addition, and then move the key only if the license allows it. If you need a legitimate Windows license for a new PC, this is also where it makes sense to buy from a trusted source instead of using random keys from unknown websites. All right, so that is how to find your Windows 11 product key, check your activation type, and move the license to another PC when the license allows it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about any of the steps we covered, drop those in the comments below and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. If you're interested in purchasing Windows 10, Windows 11, remote desktop licenses, Microsoft Office, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo software. We'll have those links down below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any ideas of your own, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer commented video requests get made into actual videos on our channel. And lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.